comes to me, you understand? So let me get mine first. Then after I get mine, you can do what you want to do. Right.
What's up, love? You know what I mean? So, yeah, like, I guess, like, I'm gonna start from the beginning and shit. You know what I mean? Like, from what I, like, from what I remember and shit. You know what I mean? But, like I already told you, like, you know what I'm saying, what, like, happened as far as, like, you know, me being in a foster home and all that shit. So, you know, I think, like, I was there, like, you know, I think, like, when I was 18 months, something like that, you know what I'm saying? Then, you know, then, like, when I don't remember a whole bunch of shit, you know what I'm saying, till, like, a certain age, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, and, you know, like, you know, when I was little, you know what I'm saying, I don't know, shit was, shit was crazy, you know what I'm saying, like, you know, shit was crazy, you know. I had like brothers, you know what I'm saying. They were like other foster kids that was in the home, you know what I'm saying. So it was like I had like two older brothers and an older sister, you know what I'm saying. It was like Janine, Clinton, and David, you know what I'm saying. And then I had another brother named Maurice, you know. He was younger than me and shit. You know what I mean? So, you know, and then like my mother and my father, you know what I'm saying? You know, my foster parents or whatever. So, you know, shit was, you know, I don't know. I always, you know, I don't know. Shit was, shit was, shit was fucked up, but it was like life, you know what I'm saying? At least from like at the beginning and shit, you know what I mean? You know, my brothers and them, they was my older brothers, they was you know, they was real cool. They treated me like family, you know what I'm saying? You know, older brother and sister, they treated me like family, you know what I mean? And Maurice, you know what I'm saying, that was my younger brother, you know what I mean, he was a man, you know what I'm saying, so, for a while when that setup was like that, shit wasn't, I guess, wasn't that bad, you know what I'm saying, but like my mother, she had her peoples, you know what I'm saying, she had her peoples on, around the corner from where we lived at, you know what I'm saying, so, and it was like, I mean, we was basically like a check, you know what I'm saying, because that's pretty much what happens, right? You know what I mean? So it's like, they get paid to like take care, of foster kids or whatever. So so her family and everything else, all them came first, you know what I'm saying? It was just, so we was treated like shit, you know what I mean? When it came to that, you know what I'm saying? So, and I think her daughter or whatever, they lived around the corner, you know what I'm saying? And we used to live on Emerson Avenue and shit, in the city, you know what I'm saying, over West Baltimore. So, and that's, pretty much where I came up, for a while, you know what I'm saying, when I was little. So, and like, shit used to be, I mean, I don't know, like, I don't even know, like, my life was like, man, when you young like that, you don't have much of a life and shit. You know what I mean? For some of it, I wasn't even in school, you know what I'm saying? So it was like basically, but like we had like, out the back, right? Out the backyard, we had like, it's a playground out there, you know what I'm saying? So it was like, so when I was little, it was like 2 playgrounds. You know what I mean? The one that was straight out back from like my block, you know what I'm saying? That was called the little playground. And then it was like the next block up, you know what I'm saying? It was another playground. And they called that like the big playground, you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? So it was like that, you know what I mean? So mainly, you know what I'm saying? If I wasn't in the house with my mother or whatever, you know what I'm saying? I was trying to get out on the playground or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So, and but like, shit was alright. We get out there, go out with shit. Then when I was little, like shit, man, I couldn't run this shit, man, because like, my knees, you know what I'm saying, was not right. Like my knees would be they was real close together when I was little. So, I used to always fall and shit, man, you know what I'm saying, running, cause like, you know what I mean, we used to play like, it's and freeze tag and all that type of shit. You know what I'm saying, on the playground, be out that motherfucker. That shit be like, that shit was all concrete and shit. That shit had like glass and everything and shit everywhere and shit. So like every time you fall and shit, you know what I'm saying, you get hit with like, glass, glass will cut you and shit. Cause like, older motherfuckers, they use the playground to like, drink and whatever else and shit, right? You know what I'm saying, at night. So you wouldn't even, we ain't know nothing about that like type of world and shit, I was real little, so, you know what I'm saying, they be out there drinking and smoking weed and shit like that at night, fighting or whatever else, old niggas or whatever, you know what I'm saying. And then about time we get out there in the morning, us as kids and shit, all that shit be out there, you know what I'm saying, needles and whatever else, right? You know what I'm saying, but yeah, but yeah, my mother, man, I don't know, man. You know what I'm saying? She was a hard woman and shit, you know what I'm saying? She was a hard woman, man. She's I don't know, man. I don't know what to say about her all that much. But like back there, man, I used to eat, right? You know what I'm saying? I used to eat shit. I was like real fucking like picky on that shit, man. I ain't eating everything. Matter of fact, I ain't eat shit for real. You know what I'm saying? I ain't eat shit for real. For a lot, to be honest. Cause like I ain't want that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, they used to have like that fucking slave food and shit, like fucking like pig feet and chitlins and like pork intestines, and that's what pig is and all that kind of crazy shit. Oh man, you know what I'm saying? I ain't like that shit. I ain't eat that shit. You know what I'm saying? I used to eat shit. You know, I mean, I ain't even joking about that shit either. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know, that was another reason why I used to fall a lot too, cause I ain't used to eat. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? You know, and I ain't eat grits. You know what I'm saying? Hated that shit. You know what I'm saying? You know, I ain't eat so much. She used to beat me and shit. You know what I'm saying? You know, for not eating. You know, she'd be like, you know, if you don't eat that food, then whip your ass or whatever else. I just still be sitting there and shit, cause I wasn't eating that shit. You know what I mean? So I had to get beatings for that shit all the time and shit. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, but yeah, I used to get a lot of beatings, man. Beatings used to, yeah, that shit used to be all the time. You know how that go. You know what I mean? But like, you know, I don't know, like, you know, I don't know, we used to go out. Yeah, it was like me, Boo Boo, you know, a couple females, this girl named Reese Cup, you know, this girl named Tammy, and you know, a chocolate chip. We used to call it chocolate chip. He used to hate that shit cause he was like, you know, he was real dark skinned, right? You know, like, you know, one of them like dark skinned, like, you know, where a motherfucker, you know, be so dark they be like blue and shit like that. So he was real dark. So we used to call yo chocolate chip and shit. So we used to, you know, we used to all like play together and shit. You know what I mean? You know, and you know, so yeah, and like, you know, then I like went to school, you know what I'm saying, elementary school and shit, you know, man, when I got a little older and shit. But like Tammy, you know what I'm saying, that was like that was like my first like girlfriend and shit, you know what I'm saying. You know, I used to, cause like we, you know, we was little, you know, we, you know, we chased the girls and shit, you know what I'm saying, you know, and then when you catch them, you know what I mean, you hump on them or whatever else, right? So yeah, I used to always run after her and shit, you know what I'm saying, Tabby and shit, yeah, so I used to have a crush on her, you know what I'm saying, that was, yeah, that, but like, you know, she was a little bit, I think she was a little bit older, you know, too, you know, Tammy and shit, yeah, but yeah, we used to, you know, just be out there playing. We had, then it's like, it was like a what do you call it? You know, candy store around the corner and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like candy store, Mr. Charlie's. You know, old head, you know, old dude. You know, skinny old dude. Used to, you know, always wear dress clothes and shit. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Charlie. You know, he was the man, son. You know what I mean? So he used to sell like penny candy and shit. So, you know, we used to always try to get some candy, like, you know what I'm saying, like every day, try and get some candy and shit, you know what I'm saying. You know, my pa used to come out with shit when he came home from work and shit all the time. You know, it used to be funny, right? Cause like, he'd come to the backyard for us and shit, you know what I'm saying, with his hands in his pocket, you know what I'm saying, you know, jiggling his change and shit, you know, we run, be like, pop, you know, give us a quarter and shit, right? He'll give us a quarter, you know what I mean, we go get some candy and shit, you know what I mean, you know, that shit be crazy, you know. My mother, man, she used to call me Stephanie, man, you know, that shit I used to be embarrassed like shit, man, you know what I'm saying, you know, be on the playground and shit, you know, she calling me to come in the house and shit, she'd be calling me Stephanie and shit, all loud and shit, everybody be looking at me, making me laughing and shit, you know what I'm saying, you know what I mean, I used to hate that shit, she call me Stephanie and shit, ain't my name, you know, I don't know why she used to do that shit, still to this day, I don't know, be calling me on the playground, calling me Stephanie and shit, I used to be like, man, niggas would be laughing and shit, you know, but, you know, but like, you know, shit, you know, I remember we was little, we was like, you know, bum from like the winos out there that be on the park bench and shit. We used to bum quarters from there. We go up to them and shit, you know what I'm saying? Be talking to them like, hey, mister, you know what I mean? You know, bullshit, trying to hustle them and shit, you know what I mean? You know, being nice to them and shit. Then we'll be like, can we get a quarter? You know what I mean? They give us a quarter, you know, we'll, you know, go get some candy and shit, you know what I mean? But like, you know, I think when I was little though, we had like some dugs though. Like when I first woke up, man, it was like we had some big ass dugs though. But I think like they was like dome and pitching and something else. They was big as shit. I used to be scared as shit to go out there, man, when I was little. You know what I'm saying? But somebody poisoned them and shit. You know what I'm saying? Somebody poisoned them. You know, yeah, motherfuckers used to do that shit back then. You know what I'm saying? Be poisoning motherfuckers' dogs and shit. You know what I'm saying? You know, put it in their food or whatever. You know, because they, you know, them dogs be like, you know, they might